So we are continuing about this chapter 0580 number 9 paper 4-2 paper 4-3 for 3 yeah. Okay, so if you are asked the perimeter of the quadrilateral, you have to understand that the perimeter is always the outmost part. Okay, since it is the outmost part, you need to calculate all the outmost part, as simple as that. So the 14 is not used, but 14 is essential to find the other thing. So the easiest triangle is bottom, right? Because we have this. So this is a right angle triangle. So focus on triangle ADB. We know that triangle ADB is a right angle triangle, so we can use the formula to find AD and AB. AD is the opposite, AB is the adjacent. Okay, so this is the hypotenuse, very simple. So you have the hypotenuse, so you can either use sine or cos, right? So or jah. Think about that. We have the hypotenuse. So what next? So sine 35 equals the opposite AD over the hypotenuse 14, right? And cos 35 is equals to the adjacent AB over 14 also. And then how do you calculate AD? 14 times sine 35, right? You just switch the 14 to the left side. How do you calculate AB? 14 times cos 35. And then you have to use your calculator. Okay. 14 sine 35. 8, just put 8 or 8.03 better. 8.03. So 8.03 here. And AB is 14 times cos 35. 11.5. Okay, 11.5. You understand so far? Jaslyn, ngerti nggak? Ngerti ya? Okay, nice. And then the harder part will be on triangle BCD. So now you are focusing on triangle BCD. It is not a right angle triangle, but it is a scalene triangle because as you can see the angles are different, right? 60, 45, 105. So to find the C, you just 180 subtract 60 subtract 45, right? 75. So it is a scalene triangle, no 90 degrees. So you have to use the triangle rule. It is in between sine rule, cos rule, and area. But area you put aside because we are not calculating the area. We are calculating the sides, right? Perimeter, the outmost. Quite simple. Use the sine rule. Why? Because we have the opposite side and its angle, right? So to use the sine rule, you have to be very, very careful about this. Sine or BB over sine C, right? Or you can write 14 over sine C equals to CD, and we don't know yet, CD over sine 45. Jangan sampai salah ya, 45. Wait, nanti tebelin lagi, masukin lagi. Equals BC over sine 60. Lu tinggal masukin sin C berapa lupa tadi? Sin C 75 ya. Oke, ngapain gue taruh C? 75 harusnya. Oke, 75. So we know this part is the complete one. What next? Ya udah tinggal di cross multiply kayak biasa guys. Ya. 14 times sin 45 equals CD times sin 75. Or CD equals 14 sin 45 over sin 75. Lu dapat CD-nya berapa? ya. CD-nya 1, bukan ya. CD-nya ada banyak. 14 times sin 45 over sin 75. Make sure you put the close bracket. Ya, jangan sampai enggak. Bang. Jelek ya? Ini. 10.28, 10.25, but 10.2 is better. Oke? Next, sama ini nih. Lalu taruh lagi, cross multiply. Yang ujung sama ujung nih, 14 times sin 60. Right? Lu lihat pokoknya ini ya, focusing sini sama yang di sini. 14 times sin 60 equals BC times sin 75. So we can find the BC by 14 times sin 60. I do the same thing, but in a different ratio. This is ratio 1, this is ratio 2, this is ratio 3. So just keep it simple. Yeah. BC equals, do the calculation. Wait, sorry. Right. 14, wait, kasih bracket, times sin 60. Don't forget to put the close bracket over sin 75. Close bracket also. Jelek ya angkanya, lu bikin ini 12.5, 12.6, I'm sorry, ya, round up 12.6, and then balikin CD 10.2. Banyak ya caranya ya, 12.6. Cuman cari perimeter guys, but everything is done. Ya tempatnya panjang sih. So ini harusnya tulisannya nggak segede ini ya guys, kalau di benerannya ya. So the perimeter will equals to 10.2, right? Plus 12.6 plus 8.03 plus 11.5. Okay, do it by yourself. Males hitungnya. Dah, now next part. Agak gedein kali ya, lebih enak, lebih thick gitu up. Okay, the diagram shows a cube. The length of the diagonal AB is 8.5. Wah, ini susah guys. Ya, 8.5 lu harus punya konsepnya dulu. The length of an edge of the cube. So we are asked to find the size of the side. Okay, let's say this is x. Okay, that is what we're gonna find. This is x also. As you can see, this 8.5 is taken from the Pythagoras between the base diagonal and this one, right? It's Pythagoras, 90 degree. Okay, I will make it more clear to see. You can see it clearly. Wait a moment, please. Draw bottom like this, and then that. Okay. So the 8.5 is taken from this. The diagonal of the base with this. So if you want to get the triangle out, this will be x, this will be the diagonal, this will be 8.5. In this case, we are finding the value of this. Sama ya? Berapa? Oh, nggak bisa, nggak ada jawabannya. We don't have the answer. But we know that it's also a Pythagoras between x and x. Oh, very simple. X squared plus x squared, right? Atau kalau lu mau main cepetnya, the diagonal of the room diagonal ya namanya ya, diagonal ruang. So the room diagonal is equals to base square, length square, height square. Tapi in this case kan cube ya, enak aja langsung. Jadi 8.5 equals square root of x square plus x square plus x square. Everything is the same. Ya. Next, tinggal dilanjutin. Berarti 8.5 equals 3x squared. Or 8.5 equals, you put the x out of the square root 3. So we can find the value of x, 8.5 over square root 3. Okay? Ini kok bisa ya x square plus x square plus x square, soalnya Pythagorasnya juga sama. 8.5 equals x square, ya kan? Plus ini di square, yang ini di square, square rootnya hilang, gitu. Oke, sama ya. Jadi kalau you mau hafalin pakai ini aja. Di sini ada nggak ya, bentar? Bentar ya. Nggak ada loh formula booklet. Nanti lihat deh di tempat lain ada. Oke, kita lanjut dulu ya. Dan 8.5 over square root 3. 8.5 over square root 3. Answer would be 4.9. Okay. Dan calculate the angle between the base between AB and the base. Oh, ya udah, ini sama ya triangle-nya ya. Sama di sini yang ditanya. The AB and the angle the angle between AB and the base of the cube. Ya udah, ini jawaban pertanyaannya ya. So write down, kita tulis dulu semuanya biar lebih enak. 8.5 ini kan 4.9 ya. Don't think about this, nggak perlu, soalnya udah pakai 90 degree ini yang ditanya Rita ya. So we have, jadi ini nggak perlu dicari nggak yang di bawah? Ada yang bisa jawab guys? Do we need to find the base of the triangle? Jocelyn, bisa nggak dijawab? Kira-kira perlu dapat ini nggak?
Enggak.
Kenapa nggak perlu? Nggak perlu.
Bisa pakai kayak yang source atau itu.
Iya, nice. Udah cukup. Ya, lu tambahin juga jadi bisa aja sih, bener juga nggak salah. Tapi mau waktu. This is the opposite, this is the hypotenuse. Thanks. I'm asking Jocelyn, yang jawab Jocelyn and Jocelyn. Oke, nggak apa-apa. Mungkin nggak jawab, nggak ngomong dengan jelas. Oke, opposite hypotenuse berarti tinggal pakai sign ya. Sin theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. So 4.9 over 8.5. Jawabannya dua-duanya bener kok, by the way. Ya udah. Oke, if you find the theta, shift sign ya. Shift sign of 49 over 85 ya. Kok gua nggak pakai point? Ya sama aja sih kan. 45, 89. 49, 85. 35.2. So the drawing is not in view, harusnya dia agak begini tuh. Ya biar jelas lah. Gitu. Harusnya ya, scaling. Tapi nggak apa-apa ya, nggak usah sampai detail-detail banget, soalnya dia cuma nanya answer-nya doang. Oke. Dan nah ini gampang, F2, udahlah, mau di skip nggak? Nggak lah, jangan ya. Oh ya udah, F2 berarti 3 times 2 subtract 2 for G2. Ini pakainya, jadi jangan sampai salah ya, F udah G yang ini. 5 times 2 minus 7, 10 minus 7, 3. G F2, nah artinya G of F2. Oh udah ada F2-nya, 4, berarti berapa? G of 4. Right, lu jangan mikir susah-susah ya. Oke. Ini by the way Nevan belum balik nih. On cam dong. Oke, nice. Lanjut. So G4 berarti masukin G4 taruh yang sini. 5 times 4 minus 7, 20 minus 7, 13. Oke, jadi part 1, part 2 are connected. Part 1 and part 3 especially ya. A1 and A3 is connected. Are connected. Find F inverse of X. Okay. So I have the Fx. I rewrite one more time biar lebih enak tinggal di down. If I want to find the inverse, by the way, I need to find X as the subject, right? Subject of the equation. So this is Y, 3x minus 2. You put X as subject, 3x equals Y plus 2. And then X equals Y plus 2 over 3. You put the 3 to the left side, and we get the inverse. F inverse of X equals to, lu ganti semuanya langsung. X jadi Y, Y jadi X. X plus 2 over 3. Right down. Okay. After you make X a subject, you switch or you swap the symbol. Okay. Maksudnya X jadi F inverse X-nya, Y jadi X-nya. Ya, di switch, di swap gitu ya, ditukar aja langsung. Sebenarnya kan kalau kayak gini lu bisa tulis X equals Y plus 2 over 3. Nah, swapping prosesnya ada di sini. Ya, swap F inverse X equals X plus 2 over 3. Ya, kalau mau pakai cara yang lebih ribet ya, Lebih enak sih, lebih kelihatan kan. I usually put the unknowns on the left. Ini kan ribet di kanan, ya. Dia taruh X-nya di kiri ya, cuman diganti doang. Nah ini, baru di swap. Oke, find hfx giving your answer in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. hfx. Oke, gue tulis dulu hx ya, biar lebih enak. Sorry agak kecil, tapi tulis dulu nih, bentar ya. Oke, hfx yang ditanya. Oke, if you are asked hfx, you need to put h of fx. Kalau hx x square plus x berarti hfx berarti fx square plus fx, right? Kita tinggal kayak compose the h inside, compose the f inside the f. Sorry, compose the f inside the h. Ya, that's it. So fx tinggal masukin 3x minus 2 square, ya tinggal di copy paste aja dong, plus 3x minus 2. What is it? Biasa aja ya, lu tinggal kali biasa. Kalau lu nggak bisa cepat, ya udah, gue kerjain dah kayak gini. Ya, boleh dong, bisa ya. Nah, ini tinggal di buru. Minus 6x minus 6x minus 12x plus 4 plus 3x minus 2. So 9x square circle karena udah minus 9x plus 2. Udah, formnya udah bener ya. Ax square plus bx plus c. Udah beres. Ya. 9x square minus 9x plus 2. Find the derivative of hx. Hx tadi kan x square plus x. Ingat nggak derivatif itu gimana? Derivatif itu ya tinggal di derive. The 2 put down and the power negative 1. Ya, pelan-pelan aja. Ini kan 1. 1 put down, 1 minus 1, right? Or it is 2x only plus 1 times x power 0 bukan 0 ya, hati-hati ya. X power 0 equals 1, right? So 2x plus 1. Find x when j inverse x is 4. Oh my goodness. Oke, kita tulis jx dulu. Jx itu apa sih? Jx itu 3 power x. Oke, 3 power x. Waduh, gimana ya? Oh bisa, nih. Kita powernya di x nih guys. Berarti kalau ditanya inverse, berarti kan lu cari x as a subject. X berarti apa? Logarithm. Right? You are asked the power, remember? Misalnya kalau ada A power B equals C, to find the B, so log AC, gitu. Log berapa nih berarti? 3 of JX. Terus kalau dia tanya inverse, berarti Y jadi swap lagi dong. F inverse X ya, di swap lagi ya, diputer. F inverse, kok F? J ya? Bukan F function, the other function. J inverse X equals log 3 of X. If J inverse X-nya 4, berarti 4-nya di mana? Di sini guys. Log 3 power X. Oh, gampang. Berarti kalau kayak gini lo tinggal swap balik ke sini. Jadi 3 power, nah ini ya. Jadi saya tulis di atas 4 log 3 power X. So kalau disuruh cari X-nya gimana? Kan pattern X sama dengan 3 power 4. Ya kan? Stop prosesnya. Ya. Jadi berapa tuh? 243. Oke, 3 power 4. Simplify J inverse of J. Nah ini hafalin aja, gue nggak mau bikinin. Lu hafalin aja. If I have F inverse of F, or ya nilainya pasti X. Oke, dia pasti mau bolak-balik X itself. Ya, coba ya, saya kasih tahu rules-nya, bentar.
Sir,
Yes,
3 pangkat 4 bukannya 81 ya?
apa satu ya? Oh iya ya, yang beda yang bukan, oh iya, 243 itu 345. Sorry. Thank you. 81 ya. Oke, pilih mistake.
Sir,
Yes, Kevin.
foto yang tadi 9x pangkat 2 kayaknya harusnya minus 3x, Sir.
Enggak dong. Ini kan maksudnya kan Kevin?
Iya.
Enggak. Coba ya. Enggak lah. Tunggu. Bentar.
Oh iya, sir, salah lihat itu minus bukan plus ya.
Oh, oke.
Itu plus
Tahu
ini
ya,
minus.
udah ini kan. Sip. Ya udah. Jadi di skip ya, nggak usah dibahas lagi ya. Udah tahu ya salah ya. Oke, tadi 81, thank you. Nah, ini F inverse of F. Nah, kita coba. Inverse of the F. Ini jawabannya exactly X. Ya. Bentar, ada rules-nya kok. Bentar ya. So, just memorize. If I have the inverse of the function itself, you find the X. Okay, I'm wrong. This is not X, this is J. Okay. Sebenarnya F juga sama. Ya. Okay. Always X. Always look at this. Just get the X out of the J inverse J. To think simple, J inverse times J. That's it. So J power negative 1 times J power 1, J power 0. J power 0 is 1. 1 times X, X. Right? But I don't think you need to do this. Hapus aja lah. Ini sesatnya cara gampangnya sih. Tapi ya rules-nya gitu aja. Now, oke. Akhirnya gampang. Minus 4, right? Minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 5, right? Tinggal dikurang aja ya. Easy peasy. Write down the term of the rule to the sequence. Okay. Use the formula of arithmetic. Bukan geometrik ya, hati-hati. Arithmetic. Arithmetic itu gimana ya? UN equals U1 plus the difference and subtract 1. UN, nggak tahu, kan di term to term ya. UN unknown. U1 is 11, right? Plus B negative 4 and minus 1. Okay, you just can erase the thing. Minus. Oke, langsung aja ya. So, UN equals 11 minus 4N plus 4. Gampangin, UN equals 15 minus 4N. That's the answer, ya. Hah? Tunggu, kayak gue salah jawab deh. Ini kita jawab yang part 3 loh. Bener kan? Dia minta nth term. Loh, jadi yang diminta apa sih sebenarnya? Wait, sorry guys. 15 minus 4N. Ini ya. 15 minus 4N. Oh, term to term rule, words. Ih, pantas. Wordingsnya doang, kata-katanya. Subtract 4. Ya. Sorry. Subtract 4 for each ascending term. Now you can use your own words. Okay, each ascending term. Term. Each itu singular. Okay. Kamus. Nah. Okay, next. Nah, yang question B lebih beda ya. The nth term of the different sequence, so that's not connected with A anymore. The nth term of the different sequence is 2n over n plus 1. Find the difference between 5th and 6th. Oh ya udah, U5 hitung dulu. Tinggal masukin kan. So 2 times 5 over 5 plus 1, 10 over 6, 5 over 3. Make it simple. And then U6, siapa yang lebih gede nanti kita compare aja. Ya. 2 times 6 over 6 plus 1. So 12 over 7. Okay, we cannot compare, we cannot simplify further. You are finding the difference. So make sure that this will be equal. Right? The denominator are equal. Habis itu baru kita bisa subtract. Ya, iya dong. Make sense kan? Ini 35 over 21. Ya udah, U6 lebih gede. Nggak harus ya, U6 bisa lebih kecil loh if the sequence is decreasing. So the U6 minus U5 nggak boleh terbalik. It has to be bigger minus lower. 1 over 21, right? So you don't have to use any calculator. Is 3 over 4 a term of this sequence? Nah, oke, kita tinggal proving aja 2n. Is 2n over n plus 1 equals 3 over 4? And you will need you need to find the n. Yeah, 8n, right? Cross multiply equals 3 bracket n plus 1. 8n equals 3n plus 3. 5n equals 3, right? Sekarang kalau ditanya, is it in terms of sequence or no? Is 3 over 4 is in a sequence? Kalau ditanya, jawabannya yes or no, guys. Ini logik banget ya. Yuk, ada yang mau bantu jawab nggak? Yes or no? Biar saya yang bisa jawab-jawab gini, yang nggak kepikir nih. Ini logik soal. Ayo tunggu jawabannya. Nggak ada yang diam. Yes or no? Nevan bilang yes. Kenapa Nevan?
Karena itu sequence ke 3 out of 5.
Oke. So, kalau Nevan jawab yes. Because it's in the 3 over 5th term. Ada jawaban lain?
No,
Kenapa Mayfi no?
soalnya n-nya itu harus integer.
N-nya harus integer. Oke. Mayfi bilangnya no. Soalnya 3 over 5 is not an integer. Namanya urutan nggak mungkin 3 over 5 ya. Oke. Jadi nggak apa-apa Nevan. Yang penting lu tahu. N-nya dapat sih dapat, tapi dia nggak boleh fraction justru. Misalnya urutan. Kalau you lihat urutan pertama namanya siapa, urutan kedua ada nggak urutan ke 3.5 gitu, 3.5? Nggak ada kan? Yang ngerti nggak Nevan? Logiknya?
Iya, ya.
Oke, jadi dia nggak bisa, nggak ya, not in terms. Why? Because it has to be an integer. Oke, good Mayfi, good answer. Thank you Nevan for your answer also. Jadi 3.5 is not an integer. Dia harus either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Ya nggak boleh kayak gitu. Nggak boleh kayak decimals. Ya. I save the file. Jadi udah bisa dikirim. I will stop the sharing.